And then our final gas of the series, so the last gas on the monitor, and it's H2S, hydrogen sulfide. So hydrogen sulfide, to give you a little bit of a background on it, you get a sense of smell on it at about 5 parts per million, minuscule. As it starts to rise up to about 75 parts per million, it smells like rotten eggs, disgusting smell. It will irritate your mucous membranes, make your eyes water. When it hits 200 parts per million, your olfactory nerves in your nose are exhausted and you can no longer smell it, so you may think you're in a clear atmosphere, although your mucous membranes will be irritated. At 800 parts per million, it will put you unconscious in your first couple of breaths, and if you fall into a confined space that has a liquid, you will drown. At 2000 parts per million, it will kill you on your first breath, death by your first breath. You are unrevivable. It attacks your central nervous system. It switches off your ability to breathe, and we cannot, even if we take you out, intubate you and pump fresh oxygen into you, we cannot switch your central nervous system back on. The alarm goes off at 10 parts per million, and if you get an alarm for H2S, the first thing you need to do, and the first thing you need to do for a carbon monoxide alarm, and the first thing you need to do for an oxygen depletion alarm, is get your escape BA set on you. Put it on before you move. If the numbers are rising too high and too quick, and you think that you might be able to get out of the space quicker than put the set on, that could be a fatal decision. So H2S is one of the most common gases on Earth. It comes from rotten organic material, sewage, vegetation, any type of rotten organic material. Smells like rotten eggs. You'll very often come across it in confined spaces, and it's deadly. It will switch off your nose. You won't be able to smell it, and you may think that you're in a safe atmosphere. The only thing that's going to alert you to any of these gases and lower explosive limits is one of these gas detectors of any type. If you carry a gas detector in, which is any space, you're kind of making an assumption that there's a possibility of a gas being in there. No point in not having an escape breathing apparatus with you. If this goes off, you need something to put on. And if you have your your breathing apparatus with you and you don't have a gas monitor, you'll never know when to put your escape set on. So these two things go in combination. Gas monitor, escape set, they go in combination all of the time. Make sure you have them. Make sure you do your atmospheric testing before you go into the space by lowering this in. And make sure that you have one attached to your hip, not too high, or it's going to pick up your oxygen levels as you breathe out, and your oxygen levels are going to be down around 17%, and that may set the alarm off regularly, and then it becomes a pain and people end up switching them off. So thank you guys.